Hello everyone, thank you for coming up today. My old subscribers, thank you. And to those that are viewing for the first time or that have not subscribed, please click on the subscribe button and the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. And to my new subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Please do not forget to hit on the like button. It has happened again. Another Yahoo Plus boy runs mad in Aba with fetish items found in his car. And this just happened right this afternoon in front of a Union Bank in Aba, Abia State, Nigeria. People who stormed the environment said that this Yahoo Plus suspected guy parked his white Mercedes, that is Mercedes Benz ML 350, in a busy street. And after he parked his car, he came out well, healthy and okay. As soon as he stepped out of his car, he started behaving abnormally. When they found out that he had already run mad, because while he kept on acting abnormally, people just stared and was surprised. Like, look at this guy coming out of this flashy car, looking healthy, looking good. And all of a sudden, he started acting weird. The next thing, his clothes, everything were off from his body. That's when people realized that he had already run mad. Guys, imagine yourself in the middle of the street or you're somewhere, everybody is doing one thing or the other. The next thing you see someone with a car, parked his car, normal, like every normal person. And all of a sudden, this person is flying from one place to the other and acting all like someone that has really gone insane. People were shocked and surprised. Then they had to call on the police because nobody would want to get themselves involved. Neither would anybody want to take the laws into their hands, or would people want to just keep quiet and ignore him. Obviously, they know that this person is coming from somewhere. It's a different thing when you just see a random mad person who has been on the street probably for some time, or someone who is already running mad and you don't even know where the person is coming from. You don't expect people to call on the cops or call on the police, but they had to call on the police knowing that this person was actually coming from somewhere and he can be easily identified with either information from his car or any other source around him. Then the police came. They had to gain access into this particular young man's car so that they can identify him and either contact either friends or relatives. In a car, it's either using his driver's license or any form of ID card or anything that I can easily identify him so they can contact people that even know the guy. But on searching this guy's car, to their surprise, there was a box in this particular car. The police had to open it because they are looking for means to identify this guy. What did they find? They found fetish items like calabash, pots, and red candles. And this now prompted people to believe that the victim's condition to be connected to Yahoo Plus or money ritual. However, Yahoo Plus or cyber spiritualism is a cyber crime that involves the acquirement of mystical, spiritual, and supernatural powers by Yahoo boys to cast spell on their victims. Also, these rituals enable a Yahoo boy to command his victims to do as they say because of those spiritual powers they have, and the victims will not be able to object to their demands because at that point they are no longer themselves, so they will do anything they are being told to do. There is a video that I'll be leaving behind right after the conversation so that you can also see what was found and everything around that particular environment. It's unfortunate that this guy's own had to come to an end like this. And the rituals usually involves the Yahoo boy in person to pretend to be mad for a certain period, and after that money starts coming in. So right now, another thing is they are not sure if this guy has run mad because his fetish powers has gone wrong, or he might be mad as a result of part of the means of him acquiring money. You know, people that are out there to get money at all costs, they are ready to do anything. This might be part of it. But with the items they found right now in his car, has already made it a very clear indication. Guys, you see a lot of fetish things in this guy's car, in that suitcase. Different items linking him to being a spiritual person, either a money ritualist or, like they said, Yahoo Plus boy. Why do people get themselves involved into things like this? Going to any extent or to any length, all in the quest for money. The other day, I had posted a video. You could go, you watch this, guys. These ones, they came into a cemetery, graveyard, and they started taking their bath. They call it soap, or however they identify themselves with. They were having a bath in this particular cemetery with their soap. And afterwards, you could see an onlooker. Someone sneaked and was even watching at them. They all had their red clothes tied around their waist, and they had their bath. Each of them stood by a graveyard in that cemetery. Look at the extent people could go. Another day again, there was a video that I had posted. You would go back to my previous videos and you're going to see it there. For those of you that have not seen it, you're going to see that this particular guys, again, 3 of them, came out in the middle of a busy commercial area in a broad daylight. It wasn't even at night. These guys were wearing shorts. They parked a jeep, and as 3 of them stepped out of that jeep, you could see a native doctor coming out from the trunk of the car backwards. You know, usually these native doctors, they don't walk forward like every normal person. They walk with their bags. That was how this native doctor came out of the jeep walking with his bag and went to these guys. Could you believe that these guys had dug a mud hole with water inside? They poured water inside that mud hole pit that they had dug, and they started bathing themselves there. Why the native doctor stood in front of them and was making incantations while they took their bath. This was happening like in the morning and in front of a bank where you see a lot of people going for their daily business. Now there is no shame at all in them. They don't have any atom of fear anymore. And right there, as soon as they had finished, they all walked into the car with that mud water they used in bathing themselves. They walked into the car with the native doctor and they drove off. Onlookers just stood there and they were like, you see a lot of people, you could hear them talking. Like, this has gone out of hand. People these days don't even have any atom of shame coming out in the public to do things like this. You know, back then, they do all of these things in the dark where they wouldn't be seen or noticed. But now they come out with their face. Their face are not even masked. They are not covering their face up for any reason. They just leave their faces open and they do these things. All in the quest for money. Why is that some young guys these days, they are ready to even harm their fellow human being, their parents? You see, the other day a guy was caught where he went to go and kill his parents, all for what? Money. That's why the Bible says money is the root of all evil in situations like this. Money is very important. We all need money in life so as to move on with life. Otherwise, without that money, you can't live. You need money to feed yourself. You need money to put a shelter, a roof over your head. You need money to train your kids. You need money to either acquire a car or have a means of transportation. All of these require money. Without money, you can't get anything, or you can't just move at all. But acquiring this money doesn't mean you need to go and get yourself stained. You need to go and get yourself into some acts of evil before you make that money. People are out there stressing themselves, waking up as early as 3 a.m., some 4 a.m., 5 a.m. they're on the way. Where are they going to go and work to make ends meet with their hands, making an honest way of living? No matter how little they get, so long as they've gotten it from their sweat, they appreciate it and they try and move on every day to see how they can make more. But some people just want to make money the easy way and the fastest way. Some kill people, stain their hands with blood. Look at this young man. See how young this guy is. For whatever reason he has run mad. This would not exceed money. It's either it's part of their ritual that he has run mad, and probably, as they said, he may eventually recover and then money starts flowing. Or it could be that one of his ritual activities has gone wrong. And you know, sometimes some of these native doctors or whoever is preparing these rituals for them will give them instructions and will tell them that there are consequences once you fail any of the instructions, or once you make any slightest mistake, or once someone else see whatever you're doing. There are a whole lot of instructions they give to them. Some of them, they even tell them to go to the extent of having to sleep with mad people. Some of them, they tell them to go to the cemetery and sleep there for days, and they do it. Some of them, they tell them to sleep with animals. They do a whole lot of horrible things that when you see or hear, you can't even get yourself imagining that a human being would get to that level. And funny enough, the government can't do anything about it. Nobody can even do anything about it, because all of these things are individual decision. It depends on you, what you have decided to do with your life, what you have decided to do as a human being in a bid to get money. And some of them have lost their lives in the process. I wonder why some people would subject themselves to something like this. It's not even free, funny enough. You know, the devil will give you with the right hand and get it back with the left hand. Some of them, they're given the lifespan of the number of days or years they will stay on earth. And they don't mind so long as that money will keep flowing for them. Some of them, they are being told, if this fails, the next thing for you is death. Why do you have to go to that kind of means when you can go to your work? Who will give you lifespan? You go to your work, go and come back peacefully. No one will disturb you. But this one, you are eating your money in fear. Most of them are not even free. Most of them have sleepless nights. Why do all of that? In the daytime, you see them, you admire them. For those that want to admire people that are rich, you'll be like, oh, you wish you can be like these people. Unknown to you what they are actually going through or what they are doing to get to the level they are at. Then at night, what happens? Some of them are very miserable. Some of them don't even sleep at night. Some of them are subjected to be in some kind of horrible places. That is where they have to stay at night. Then in the daytime, they come out and live a flamboyant life. Please don't envy anybody, because you can never tell the source of their wealth. That is just the truth about life. You see a young man today, he's struggling. The next minute, he's booming. What is he doing? You can't even say what the young man is doing. Some people have struggled so hard that they flourish to the point that they are so rich, and you want to find out what's their source of income. You can identify it because you see that person working day and night, or you can identify the company or the organization that person is working. Some struggle so hard to even build up their own company, and they make it in life. So how come these other ones decide that it is this quick money that you are even subjected to harsh conditions, you want to go and stay there, all because the money will be flowing like water for you? But when it backfires, it's usually very bad for them. I'll be leaving the video behind so that you can also see for yourself. Please, if you're out there, tell yourself that you would rather make your money in an honest way than dip your hands into fetish things. Those fetish things don't last. They are subjected to harsh conditions in case they wouldn't tell you. They are subjected to conditions that it's either life or death. And living, they may give you a very short lifespan to live. Please, focus on God, pray hard and work hard. There is nothing that is impossible for God to do. Learn a trade. If white-collar jobs are not available, go and make use of your hands. A lot of people out there today, some ladies who have salon, they are graduates, but all because probably there was no job, they decided to learn something and they are making use of it today. Some seamstress, you see some fashion designers, do they go for white collar jobs? No, they decided to use their hands. And look at some of them. They appear in magazines. Some of them are everywhere. They make dresses for celebrities. Some of them make dresses for a lot of people, and they are really making it. So you don't have to sit in the office for you to make it. No. Some people make, this cassava. They process cassava and they put it into bags, make a whole lot of things from there. Some take plantain and do a lot of things. There are a lot of things you can do with your hands. You don't need to go and sit down in the office to make it. If there are no white collar jobs out there, then use your hands to be creative, and then you'll see how you make ends meet for yourself. There are different honest ways of making money even without you being employed by somebody. You can still make it in life. You don't have to look out to people that have made it and they are rich and you don't even understand where their source of income is coming. Friends, what do you all think about this? Please, if you have anything to say, you can put that down at the comment section. Please ask God for help or direction. If you don't know what to do, pray hard and seek for means. Make research so that you can see where you are good at and then you pick up from there. Friends, thank you for coming up today. Please don't forget to hit on the like button. Also subscribe and hit the notification bell so you get notified each time we upload a new video. Thank you. God bless you all.
Popular Union Bank Junction ndị polisi abịazie ebe asaachị wa moto bịa ebupụtasịsị ite ọkụ na ihe niile ndị a ihe na-emekwa na be ụmụnne m